New Braunfels has gone from a small town to one of the fastest growing communities in the area. But why? Is it the schools? Is it the location? Is it the jobs? Is it the community? What makes New Braunfels so great? Today, I'm going to take you around New Braunfels, showing you exactly why so many people are choosing to call it home. I'm Yitzchak Pierson. I'm a local realtor in New Braunfels, Texas, and this channel is all about helping you find where you want to move and live here in New Braunfels. All right, I'm not gonna lie, with growth comes growing pains. Traffic is one of the things that New Braunfels has had a lot of struggles with. Like, take this for instance, we're here at Walnut and I-35. This is one of the busiest sections along with 46 and I-35. But people come through here every day. You've got H-E-B, you've got Walmart behind me, you've got Starbucks over there. This is one of the main thoroughfares to get anywhere in New Braunfels. So if you're thinking about moving, definitely take into account the traffic from getting from one side to the other, the west side of I-35 to the east side of I-35. So one of the cool things is we're going to have lots of shopping, dining. That leads us to our next location at Creekside. Let's hop down there and take a look. So now we're at Creekside. You see behind me, we've got I-35. You've got San Antonio going this way, San Marcos and Austin going this way. A lot of great opportunity for jobs in both markets without having to leave the city. Then over here, this is all of Creekside. Shopping, dining, Topgolf, everything you could want in close proximity. We've had a lot of residential and commercial growth, and this is great for the job market, all of the opportunities between manufacturing, tourism, retail, restaurants, healthcare. You have Resolute Hospital here in the Creekside area, and this goes into the commute times. There's multiple hospitals, there's multiple sections of New Braunfels, so depending on where you want to live, where you want your kids to go to school, that makes it really crucial to work with a professional to help you find the right spot in New Braunfels for you to live. And speaking of schools, let's hop over and check out one of New Braunfels' elementary schools. So let's talk about schools. I'm here at County Line Elementary. This is in the New Braunfels ISD. We're off of Walnut on the east side of I-35. You're going to have two different school districts primarily, Commute ISD and New Braunfels ISD. You're also going to have some higher education, Texas State University in San Marcos, UTSA in San Antonio, as well as Texas Lutheran out in Seguin. And we have another trade school as well if you're looking into opportunities for that. When you're looking to move to New Braunfels, finding the right school district is going to be dependent on your address. Just because it says New Braunfels doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in New Braunfels ISD. So when we're looking at homes for you, we're going to pay attention to the school district and the address so that you are best suited for the school that you want your children to go to. One thing to keep in mind is with all of the growth that we've had new schools, and then we have sometimes the districts get separated or your school zone changes with your address. So keep that in mind as we continue to grow in New Braunfels. Let's check those school districts and see where you need to be positioned for the best school for your children. So people aren't just moving to New Braunfels because of where it sits on a map. They're moving here because of what they get to experience once they're here. This is probably one of the biggest reasons that I think New Braunfels differentiates itself from a lot of other rapidly growing Texas cities. We've got a lot of growth, but we still have our own identity. Downtown New Braunfels has so much to do. We have lots of shopping, dining, antiquing. There's so much heritage here. We even have trains, as you may see coming across. Trains are a big part of our culture. New Braunfels has a lot of German heritage. Founded in 1845, German settlers came over here. You'll see a lot of the murals as you're walking downtown depicting a lot of that, landing on the coast, making their way up here. You've got a lot of restaurants, Alpine House, Krause's. We have a lot of festivals such as Wurstfest. We have Wine and Sanger Fest. We have Wassail Fest, Dia de los Muertes. All of this downtown area gets shut off multiple times a week for people to come out and enjoy all of what New Braunfels has to offer. So among other things, you have a lot of nightlife. You have Cowboys and Cadillacs, the Poorhouse, Downtown Social, Wild Side. If you're looking to go out and have a drink, see a piano bar performance, do some karaoke, see some live comedy, New Braunfels has it all. You've got a lot of local small businesses here in New Braunfels, from knickknacks to antiques, shopping, you've got clothing, lots of New Braunfels themed attire. You've got the tubing stores, the tubing outfitters. There's so much here that makes this town special for everybody who lives here and visits here. One of the coolest things about living in New Braunfels and downtown is you have close proximity to the Guadalupe River, the Commute River, Schlitterbahn, so many opportunities to go cool off and enjoy what New Braunfels has to offer. So we're here at Landa Park. This is Commute Springs, which feeds into the Commute River. One of the many things that people love about New Braunfels is the immense outdoor activities. I have another video if you want to check that out with all of the outdoor activities. You also have a great job market here, and the housing market is absolutely wonderful. If you're looking for resale homes in established neighborhoods or new construction communities, we have a little bit of everything here in New Braunfels. That's one of the things that I love about New Braunfels. Two people can tell me that they want to live in New Braunfels, but we can be looking at completely different areas because they have separate lifestyles. But I also tell my clients New Braunfels isn't for everybody. With the growth and the amount of people that we have coming into our area, there's always going to be ongoing construction, traffic, depending on which side of the city you live on, whether it's the west side or the east side. We have a lot of tourism, so green and the rivers during peak seasons can be a lot more crowded as well. A couple of other things you need to take into account is property taxes and HOAs, depending on where you're living in New Braunfels. Again, going back to commute times, if you live all the way over at Walnut and you're trying to get here to Green, traffic's going to be a little bit different. If you live outside the loop at 337 over in the 46 west side, trying to get all the way to the other side of New Braunfels, that's going to be something you want to take into account. Likewise, if you're coming from Seguin, coming into New Braunfels, 46 and I-35 or 725 and I-35, these are all things that make a difference, and that's why you need to work with a professional and a local who can explain these things to you and help you choose the best spot for your lifestyle. So these aren't necessarily deal breakers, you just need to know about them before you go into choosing where you want to live. If you're considering moving to New Braunfels, that's exactly what I help people figure out every day. And it's not just which house you buy, it's which part of New Braunfels you actually want to live in that matches your commute, your budget, and your lifestyle. So if you liked what you saw in this video today, please subscribe, because we're going to be bringing you all of the pros and cons, the best places to live, everything you need to know about New Braunfels. And whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, give me a call, shoot me a text, schedule a Zoom call, and I'm happy to help you make your next move a smooth process.